a simple, happy country. Few places in the world can match Brunei for its peace and serenity, its contentment. The discovery of oil some 30 years ago has transformed Brunei, but not spoiled its tranquility. The people still cling to their ancient customs, preferring a leisurely tempo of life to the hurly-burly of modern civilization. Across the water from Kampong Aye rise the gleaming concrete structures of the new township, symbols of progress and prosperity. In preparation for a historic week of festivities, Brunei takes on an air of gaiety. The whole town is decorated, streets with arches and houses with flags and bunting. Happy throngs pour in from far and near to take part in the celebrations, starting with the 42nd birthday of the ruler, His Highness Sir Omar Ali Saifuddin. Distinguished visitors and royalty begin to arrive. From Singapore, the Deputy Chief Minister, Dato Abdul Hamid bin Haji Jumaat. From the Federation, His Highness the Regent of Johor. His Highness the Sultan of Selangor. His Highness the Sultan of Pahang. His Excellency the Governor of Sarawak and High Commissioner for Brunei, Sir Anthony Abel. And then His Highness the Sultan of Brunei himself. After the royal salute, His Highness descends to the parade ground for an inspection of all units: the Brunei Police, the Royal Federation of Malaya Police, the Red Cross, Sea Scouts and Girl Guides, the Marine and Customs. Educated at the Malay College, Kuala Kangsar, Sultan Sir Omar ascended the throne in 1950. An enlightened ruler, imbued with a modern outlook, His Highness has tackled his country's development problems with courage and vision, using the vast oil revenues of the state to improve living standards and to advance the general welfare of his people. At the end of the parade, His Highness takes the salute as all the contingents march past before the dais. Later, at the Istana Darul Hana, over 50 people are honored by the Sultan at an investiture, including the royal visitors from the Federation. The packed throne room is a brilliant scene as one by one the royal guests enter with their retinues and take their seats. In a speech from the throne, His Highness expressed thanks to God for his bounty and blessings to the state. He said it was part of history that close ties existed between Brunei and the Federation, both in royal relationship and in the cultures of the peoples. He then confers the most esteemed family order on His Highness Sultan Abu Bakar, Sultan of Pahang. His Highness Sultan Hisamuddin Alam Shah, Sultan of Selangor. His Highness Tunku Ismail, Regent of Johor. Many civil servants and leading citizens are also honored for meritorious service to the state. After the investiture, the royal visitors, joined by the Raja of Perlis and the Regent of Negri Sembilan, who arrived later, are guests of Brunei Shell Petroleum for an excursion to the Seria oil fields. Situated on the coastline south of Brunei town, Seria is one of the most productive oil fields in the Commonwealth, with over 300 producing wells, including those worked offshore. The Malayan rulers were greatly impressed by the size and complexity of the oil drilling operations, which go down to depths ranging from 800 to 7,500 feet, employing the most modern equipment in the world. Next, a visit to the company's trade school, which takes in selected students from Brunei and the other territories of British Borneo. With excellent facilities at their disposal, recruits are trained in 3 years to become skilled craftsmen and artisans. A pleasant surprise awaited the royal visitors at the new Shell Recreation Club. Here the rulers met many Malayans working in the oil fields, coming from their own states. Back in the capital, His Highness the Sultan of Brunei, as a signal mark of honor, is at the airport to extend a personal welcome to the Prime Minister of the Federation, Tunku Abdul Rahman, and to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defense, Dato Abdul Razak. The Tunku, who is visiting the state for the first time, inspected a guard of honor formed by men of the Royal Federation of Malaya Police, serving in Brunei under a scheme of mutual assistance. After inspection, the visitors are introduced to prominent citizens and to government officials. An ancient ceremony begins at the Istana, the symbolic circumcision of Pangeran Muda Hasnal, heir to the throne of Brunei, and his brother, Pangeran Muda Muhammad, the two eldest sons of the Sultan. Richly dressed boys and girls sit on either side of the throne in front of the royal princes, as the ancient rites, in accordance with Muslim tradition, are enacted before distinguished guests. The Sultan starts the ceremony by sprinkling scented water over his sons. He's followed by the guests, among whom are the High Commissioner for Brunei, the royal visitors and their consorts, the Federation's Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister. After intoning prayers, the Chief Qadhi of Brunei leads the princes out of the throne room, thus signifying the end of the ceremony. From the Istana, the princes, richly attired and wearing their gold crowns, are driven in state in an open car through the town for all to see. Escorted by bodyguards in ancient costumes and regalia, the procession moves slowly through the streets lined with happy subjects, preceded by the Brunei and Sarawak police bands. Taking part in the procession are an impressive number of floats, some of them depicting colourful scenes from history and recalling the great days of a bygone era when Brunei was a powerful kingdom and empire. Along the waterfront and in boats near the river's bank, crowds gather to watch the regatta. The race of praus is what everyone's waiting for, and cheers go out as the competing teams paddle their boats with all they've got. A test not so much of muscle and sinew as of speed and rhythm. At a second investiture, more Malayan royalty and leaders are honoured. His Highness the Sultan of Brunei bestows the most esteemed family order on His Highness Syed Putra, Raja of Perlis, and on Tunku Laksmana Munawir, Regent of Negeri Sembilan. On the Prime Minister of the Federation, Tunku Abdul Rahman, His Highness confers the most honourable order of the Crown of Brunei, first class. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence, Dato Abdul Razak, receives the second class of the same order. At a banquet held at the Astana, the Sultan leads his guests across the gaily decorated lawns to the banqueting hall. Over 500 guests from the neighboring countries of Sarawak and British Borneo, from Singapore and the Federation, and from many parts of the Muslim world